Hey, what is up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of Index Card Insights. This is episode 16. I'm your host, Cam Jennings, and we're getting into it today. I want to talk to you a little bit about the news I heard. I heard about some interesting news. Thought it might apply to all of us, so I thought I'd share it with you, give you a little of my feedback on it personally. Now, before I get into it today, I just want to remind everybody, get over to epicconversions.com, grab your free copy of 12 Secrets. It's a great little guide, 48 pages, quick read. You're going to love it, and it comes with a giveaway license. You can't beat it. It's a no-brainer. So get over to epicconversions.com and check it out. So what I want to talk about today, I was reading an article in the U.S. Sun. This article is entitled, Elon Musk's X slammed over new fee as users forced to pay for series of basic features like tweeting and retweeting. This is a biased article, by the way. It's very biased. But I'll read it to you. It's not very long. I'll read it to you and I'll give you my thoughts on it. So, X, formerly known as Twitter, has begun charging some users for access to key features on the social media website. In some markets, those who create a new X account will have to pay an annual $1 fee to tweet, reply, quote, repost, like, and bookmark. The platform formerly known as Twitter is charging new users in some countries $1 per year to use simple features of the social media platform. Elon Musk, who owns the company, has reportedly been considering the change for months. The Not a Bot plan, it's called the Not a Bot plan. The Not a Bot plan went into effect in New Zealand and the Philippines on Tuesday, X announced in a post on its website. Those who don't pay the fee will still be able to read posts, watch videos, and follow accounts, according to the company. The fee will be waived if users sign up for a premium account, which costs $3.99 a year. Let's think about this for a second. I'm going to keep reading this, but let's think about this for a second. We're talking about a fee of $1 a year or like $3.99 a year. So that's like $4 a year for a premium account and $1 a year for, a regular account. Like that doesn't seem like a really big fee. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Owner Elon Musk has been considering the move for months. It's the only way I can think of to combat vast armies of bots, right? He said during a talk last month with Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. Probably butchered his last name. Sorry, Benjamin. Vast army of bots. I was reading about this a while ago about the internet like being full of bots, just full of non-people, right? And I would imagine that's getting even worse with like new advancements in artificial intelligence. Wouldn't you imagine that with new advancements in artificial intelligence, like the bots on social media are probably just going out of control? Like I would imagine, you could start a new social media platform, fill it full of bots so it seems alive and active, and that'll attract other people, right? That's the idea, I would imagine. Not saying that's ethical or good, but I can't imagine that not happening. This new test was developed to bolster our already significant efforts to reduce spam, manipulation of our platform, and bot activity, X wrote. This will evaluate a potentially powerful measure to help us combat bots and spammers on X while balancing platform accessibility with the small fee amount. So within this test, existing users are not affected, right? That's interesting. So existing users are not affected. This is for new users, right? So that's an interesting point. This article fails to really, it kind of skims over that. It's a fairly biased article. With many commenters on X were unhappy with the decision. It won't work. Many will leave Twitter, one said. They've been crying that. They've been crying those blues ever since, whenever he bought it last year, the year before. They've been crying those tears. If he does that, many users will leave and advertising revenue will get even worse, another added. Audi 5000, I'm done. This month's bad idea. At least he is consistent, a different commenter said. But not everyone saw the $1 price tag as a serious barrier to entry. Even I'll pay that, one X user said. Musk, who also owns Tesla and SpaceX, bought the social media platform last October, sparking mass layoffs and resignations. Now, you see when he says that right there, that's biased, right? Because that's not exactly what happened. What happened is he bought the company and he fired a bunch of people. He got rid of a bunch of people. But, X still seems to be working just fine. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, still seems to be working just fine. He has since made several controversial changes. In April, Musk began dismantling the company's blue check verification system for high-profile users. People can now buy one of those check marks, which boosts a user's post in the algorithm. Now, see, this is interesting because what this article fails to point out is that several other platforms, including Facebook, started charging for a blue check mark as well shortly after that. So he was kind of a front runner with that idea. It was revolutionary, and he kind of led the charge. So a lot of other people started doing that too. That blue checkmark system, him doing that, I think that also was an effort to combat bots. It was also an effort to combat fake users, right? He's trying to make sure that people were legitimate. Now, also, I will say this: the way this article reads is it's saying that people can now buy one of these check marks, which boosts a user's post in the algorithm. But what this article fails to mention is that you still have to have the same qualifications as you had to have before to actually get a blue check mark on Twitter or X. You have to have the same qualifications. So it's not like anybody can just buy a blue check mark now. It don't work that way. It's not like anybody off the street can just make like a Twitter account for like David Hasselhoff or something and like buy a blue check mark, and now they can be, But anyways, this whole blue check mark thing with the paying for the blue check mark, it's meant to cut down on identity theft. So I think it's pretty smart. People can now, so that same month, Musk was knocked for placing a U.S. state-affiliated media label on NPR's account, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, U.S. state-affiliated media label on NPR's account. I think people should know if the news that they're consuming is actually affiliated with the state, right? In response, the outlet stopped using the platform. So NPR stopped using X or Twitter after he put that U.S. state-affiliated media label on their posts. I think that's great that he did that. I think it's good. It makes sense. It seems like he's really trying hard to kind of democratize Twitter and make it like a place of free information. And he's trying to cut down on some of the manipulation and some of the bot activity, some of the identity theft going on. I think it's good. I think he's cleaning it up. Musk changed the company's name from Twitter to X in July. The new moniker was widely panned as confusing. So this article is pretty biased, and that's okay. I'm not biased against Musk. I think he's making some pretty cool decisions. Outside the box decisions. And whenever you think outside the box or make decisions outside the box, you're always going to have pushback. There's never not going to be pushback when you're thinking outside the box. I don't think that you should be afraid to think outside the box. Musk has a lot of haters right now. You notice that? I don't really hate Musk or not hate Musk. I don't really think much about him. But I can remember back a few years and a lot of these leftists, man, a lot of these radical left-wing maniacs, they loved Elon Musk. They all had Teslas. They were all driving around in their Teslas, loving Elon Musk, talking about sustainability. And now, man, he's like the devil or something. It's crazy. So let me wrap this up by just saying, look, whether you hate Elon Musk, whether you love Elon Musk, or you think he's pretty cool, or whether you're like me and you really don't think about Elon Musk a whole lot at all, take a page out of his book, because he's constantly disrupting. He's constantly, zigging when everyone else is zagging. He's constantly facing criticism for it, but usually he comes out on top. Usually he's one step ahead of everybody else, right? And we've seen him prove that over and over and over again, time and time again. So, I mean, think about some of the things he's doing, and instead of being critical of it because it's something different you're not used to, think about like why he might be doing that. A lot of times with Elon Musk, he'll just tell you why he's doing it. You know, with the bot thing, he told you why he's doing it. With the with the paid service thing, $1 a year or $3.99 a year, he told you why he was doing it. With the blue checkmark thing, he told you why he was doing it. With the SpaceX thing, he told you why he was doing it. He'll just tell you why he's doing things, but people just choose to be critical a lot of times. I mean, it is what it is, but I think a lot of times people would be wise to just like take a page out of his book and, you know, try to model after that a little bit, you know. I have never had bad things happen to me from like splitting away from what everyone else was doing. And generally when I've tried to copy everyone else and just do the same thing everyone else is doing, I do not get as good of results as what other people are getting, right? And I think that makes sense. You know, the people who started doing something, they make the most money. The people who copy them make a little less money. The people who copy them make a little less money. And after about, you know, several generations of people copying each other, like the money's gone, dude. Like it's oversaturated. You know, it's time to like find a new thing. So anyways, what I would say is don't be afraid to move in different directions. Take a page out of the guy's book and stop hating on him. That's what I'd say. Listen, that's all I got today. Thanks so much for listening or watching if you're on YouTube here. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. And check out my book, 12 Secrets. Nice little 48-page guide. Teach you all about artificial intelligence, how to use it to your advantage. You're going to love this thing. Comes with a giveaway license, and I'll see you in the next episode of Index Card Insights. Peace now.